Recreational Outrage. 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 Recreational
Holy don't have sex with men because Trump got elected.
Yeah.
All right.
To be honest, I wasn't having sex with men to begin with.
Yeah, same. So
I was, and it stops now.
It's about time you take a stand.
yeah. Is everything sounding good?
Yeah, I realized because I've got some old mic cords here. I've been doing a lot of shows lately. We've been traveling around, and I have lost majority of my equipment.
Really?
just
I think
like a sock in the dryer, huh?
Just leaving it there.
it really
like-
is.
Just one at a time.
Well, you do like 50 shows across 8 different venues, and
Yeah.
eventually, enough times. I guess I just took count, and I've lost everything. So
I just crunched the numbers.
Yeah, everything's gone.
It looks like 100% of all the equipment's gone.
I'll never recover from this.
We're recording this into a tin can through a shit.
it could be cool to go back. And what if we did like a 2000 style throwback episode where we did it on like a webcam?
Yeah.
And we all sat in front of the computer. Maybe we do like Omegle for a bit.
Watch some dudes jack off.
Yeah. Or we could add, some other stuff too. That's what it's for.
We could do like prank calls to the pizzeria and stuff like that.
Yeah, prank calls, that was a good time. You can't really do prank calls anymore, can you?
I think you can. Well, with caller ID.
Right. Just star
these
6
nifty
9
pagers.
or whatever work.
Yeah.
Star 6 7.
The best prank call I ever saw was this guy. He had he called 2 Chinese restaurants on a 3-way call and just had them talk to each other.
That's nice.
And that was very good because they both speak Chinese, but they're like attempting to communicate through a second language.
Right.
Through English.
Through English.
We had a pretty good prank call with what's his name? Uncle Paulie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he
calling.
when he tried to steal Scruffy Murphy's.
McMurphy's.
Yeah.
And now a lady owns it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. You think that was his plan all along?
Maybe. Progressive Paulie.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think he's probably in a poly relationship at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's-
Anybody with him is probably cheating on him.
they probably are.
Yeah.
I wonder how he dies.
Uncle Paulie?
Yeah.
Probably alone.
It probably takes a lot. It's probably not easy to
To
take
kill him? You think he's one of those guys?
Yeah, he's like a final boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picture he's like kind of sitting in the back of the bus, and the bus like hits a cat or something and hits the brakes super hard. He just
Falls
flies through the
yeah.
whole bus, like through the windshield,
I could see that.
right into oncoming traffic.
He would have like a prop comedy style death.
Yeah, it's just that little recorder is playing after he dies.
The fart noises.
Yeah.
I think if you probably go through enough open mics, you get resilient. I do. It builds your immunity.
Like it's harder to kill you.
Exactly. If you don't kill on stage, it's probably harder
eventually
to
kills you.
be killed.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It makes you stronger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The more times you just eat it on stage.
Yeah.
Do you think it makes it easier for you to kill someone else?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
think
sure.
you think Uncle Paulie is?
I think he's capable
Yeah.
of taking another.
He might have
man's
some
life.
bodies in his closet, dude.
Yeah. He
Some
seems like
dummies
the
that he
kind of
uses.
guy that like doesn't use a gun because guns are for cowards.
Yeah, he likes to
know?
feel it in his hands.
Yeah, exactly.
He likes to feel the life
Exactly.
in his hands.
100%.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paulie had a family. He would.
Should we call Uncle Paulie?
Get him on the horn.
He'd Benoit them, right?
You mean he would kill his family and then himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always interesting whether or not they kill themselves after.
Yeah, because
You
at least
know?
he felt some remorse.
Or just, panic.
Yeah,
I don't
true,
know
true.
if that's necessarily remorse. Just, oh, fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get away with this.
Well, he put the
Right.
Bibles at their feet,
That's
right?
what they say. Yeah, he put Bibles at all their feet.
Oh, so then it's okay.
Yeah, it's all's forgiven. Yeah, everyone's in heaven.
Does that mean
Yeah.
that the kids were guilty?
I mean, who knows? Dude? If he had like CTE and like
Yeah.
his brain just went fucking
Yeah.
crazy one day, maybe he thought like something demonic was happening in his house or something.
True.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
happened
and he
to
had to save him.
Tucker.
Yeah.
Tucker just
Tucker.
got attacked by a demon, right?
Tucker got attacked by a demon. That's what he says.
Really?
Tucker Carlson. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He says he's got scratches on his back from it.
From the demon attack,
Yeah,
did he
yeah,
show
yeah.
the scratches?
I don't know. That's just knowledge I got from my mom.
It reminds
Shit,
me of
dude.
like on a True TV series
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
would
yeah.
like reenact like a ghost thing.
Yeah.
And it would be like,
I love the true crime reenactments, man.
yeah. You could tell those actors like this is their big break and they're really giving it
Do you
their all.
know Tommy O'Neill?
Yeah.
Blonde.
Yeah. So
Yes.
there's a documentary on Netflix. It's called Hitler's Inner Circle, and, and I swear to God, the guy that they have playing Hitler in the docuseries
Yeah.
is Tommy O'Neill, dude.
He-
It looks exactly like him.
He looks
He
like
was born to play that role, by the way.
Hitler.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Or at least like what Hitler
Wanted to look like. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, handsome boy.
yeah.
It is the era of handsome young men.
Right now,
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
Interesting.
shit.
Unfortunately.
That makes sense. Why things are going the way they are for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
You know who predicted it?
Who's that?
Village people.
the village people. They predicted our predicament.
The YMCA.
It's fun
Young
to stay.
men. Yeah.
Young man.
Come where you can party and stuff like that.
Is that what the song says?
Something like that, right?
Oh, did they have to be attractive to party?
Everybody's attractive when the lights are off in the showers.
That's true. 'Cause then it's all about feel, right? So unless you're like all scarred up, you're pretty.
Unless you're Tucker Carlson with
Yeah,
scars
that's
on your
Tucker,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, unless you got Tucker's demon scratch bringing you down. Man, you guys ever get attacked by a demon?
I feel like it.
I do think that like there's moments when like bad thoughts come into my head,
Yeah.
and I do wonder where does that come from? You know,
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting question.
'Cause I'm
I
not-
definitely have people in my life who have believe that they've seen like real exorcisms and stuff.
yeah.
Wow, not like ghosts, like this is like possession.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
so someone in your family has been exercising?
Yes. All right.
I haven't had family members get into that, but I've definitely had friends that were
Yeah.
like, they would tell me like, oh yeah, dude, the demon had 3 fingers and it like,
Ooh,
creeped
one
in
for
on
each
the
hole.
like a bowling ball.
Exactly. Holy
That's
hell.
a strike.
Turkey.
Well, remember when we were at Dark Funeral, we brought in Satan. I think they hailed Satan.
They hailed Satan. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
told
if
me
that.
about
I don't
that.
know if that was just if that was like a full summoning or more of just like an acknowledgement.
like a shout out.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, shout out
Shout
Lucifer.
out. Yeah. Just we're still with you. About halfway through this tour here, so
Yeah, it was either that or from the garden to the sea or whatever.
From the garden to the sea.
Is that what it is?
From
yeah.
the river to the sea.
There were multiple moments throughout that show where someone was just standing, like waving a flag over the crowd.
Really?
And there's something about a guy just waving
yeah,
a flag
yeah.
over you that makes you feel like you're a part of
Especially
something.
when like metal music is playing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He's got like a white painted
They all
face
got
too, with
corpse
demon
paint on.
eyes.
Yeah. And,
And he's
what
in that he's also got a Swedish accent. So
Yeah.
when he was like screaming, he was like, "Oh, do you guys ready?"
Yeah, damn.
And he, what I loved about him, he had so much power and control over his like he wasn't just thrashing around, just screaming as loud as he could. It was just such a powerful.
It's like when you see a comic that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was like the Danny Brown of metal because it was still
Interesting.
like shrieky and like growly.
It was like his
and-
own thing.
Yeah, but it was so harnessed.
And it's called
and
Dark Funeral.
Dark Funeral. Yeah, they're like one of the original like black metal bands.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like them.
At one point,
Dark
I leaned
Throne,
into
Mayhem.
to Evan. I was like, I want to skateboard to this.
Yeah, no, they're honestly out of all of like the original like black metal wave, I thought they were like the most musical.
Okay.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Because a lot of like black metal was just like, hey, like what if we just like didn't try and it was super shit? Because it was kind of like a cultural reaction to how overproduced and glitzy metal had become. So
Yeah.
it's like, what if we just made it sound like shit?
And that's like the just growling comes from and shit like that.
No, not necessarily. Like growling predates that a little bit, but it just comes from like the super distorted, out of tune, kind of offbeat.
Yeah.
Just
It's noise.
It sounds terrible. But Dark Funeral, like Dark Throne, like
Well, in a
literally-
great way. I think that noise pop was a whole genre, like in the 80s and 90s, where it was just like, indie bands just doing like.
But I think Dark Funeral is the most like technically gifted, and it actually like sounds like listenable music. It's not just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen King Diamond, which is like a big icon in metal,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even close to what Black Funeral had going.
no, they were so legit.
And it was a small venue, like this is where we saw Guar, so it was pretty sick.
yeah.
Is it is this the same concert, Guar and Dark Funeral?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with Squid Pisser
Yeah, Squid
opening.
Pisser, yeah.
I hadn't heard of Squid Pisser before. Well, let's leave it there. I
All
don't
right.
wanna, they might be listening. I don't want to.
I thought,
They are big fans.
Yeah.
for Black Funeral, not as many people were talking during the show.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty dark joke.
After what we saw last night, I think we can say anything. to be honest.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. That was.
At roast battle, somebody took a swing, but they didn't say the word.
Yeah.
They said, it's how like the New York Knicks.
Yes, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they could just fill in the blank from there, I guess.
Yeah.
Did she win? I forget.
I don't remember who won that one.
You know what?
Me
This
neither.
is what happens. I
I
mean,
think I feel like Addie won because of that.
it was badass.
Yeah.
No. It went to overtime.
Oh,
and
it
Ellie
did
had
go-
the
and
David
Ellie had
Bowie
the good
joke in
one, yep.
overtime.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That shit. Have you ever seen what's that movie called now?
Check out the roast battle.
Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just like picturing Labyrinth and just like David Bowie wearing tights with a boner, just throwing a baby in the air next to a puppet. I
Yeah.
fucking love that movie,
Yeah.
dude.
David Boner.
David Boner. Yeah, you totally see his whole freaking Goblin King right there. The whole movie. It's poking out. I love that movie, man. Jim Henson.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
I don't like puppets.
You don't like puppets?
Yeah, maybe that's a hot take, but like puppets have always freaked me out. I've always thought that like, either animate it or you know what
Well,
the only
Muppets,
puppets
technically.
I do like Muppets.
You
Yeah,
like
they're
Muppets?
Muppets.
You like Muppets, but not puppets.
Yeah.
I feel like it go like the range of like Jim Henson Muppetry, like the lightest. It's like Muppet Show. It goes like Sesame Street,
Yeah.
Muppet Show, Fraggle Rock,
Ooh, yeah.
Labyrinth, Dark Crystal. That's
Yeah.
like the gradient of kid friendly to something you might see at a Dark Funeral concert. Dark Crystal.
Isn't that the sound they make?
Ooh.
The Dark Crystal? Don't they make weird
I was
noises?
like, I don't know that song.
No, they go like.
Well, the characters aren't the crystal is like is the MacGuffin.
I haven't seen Dark Crystal.
You haven't seen Dark Crystal? It's really fucking cool.
Okay.
This has started off as a dark episode.
Huh?
It's been a dark episode.
Wow.
It's dark times.
Dark
Yeah,
times.
dark times we're living in.
Good times, dark times. You know I've had them all. Led Zeppelin, dude.
Led Zeppelin or Dark Funeral. Go.
But you're shoving them up your penis. That's a Michael Isaacs reference.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, Evan, Joe, I'm glad to have you on the podcast. We should be introducing our guests a little sooner. than we have been. And I wanted you to look at these sweet kicks.
Those are very nice, dude.
Pretty fresh, huh?
Yeah, dude,
Very
nice.
fresh.
Limited edition, Yeah Right Lakais.
Really?
Yeah, from the Yeah Right video.
Yeah, right, dude. Those aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking right. dude.
Yeah,
And right.
Yeah,
So-
right. So that's how you know which one's your right shoe and which one's your
The right is written on the right.
Wow.
Yeah,
There you
look at
go. I always
Wow.
wanted to get left hand tattooed on my knuckles so that left would be on the right. Pretty good.
But what happened? You just left that one on the table?
Yeah, I gotta hand it to you, man. Okay, this is.
That's
save
right.
that one for the Patreon, dude. That's a little too hot for YouTube. Yeah, dude. I just
We went
picked up
mono
the,
on mono on that one. Mono's Spanish for
I
hand.
got mono and strep throat at the same time once.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
How did that
What
happen?
did you have sex with a water bottle you found on Colfax?
Wow.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I did see a naked homeless lady taking a shit on the sidewalk on Colfax.
I feel like everyone that grew up in Denver, that's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, I feel like I
yeah.
just
Her name
got
is Water
fucked
Bottle.
on the Gong Show.
Oh
I was
no!
like 4 seconds away from.
Oh, there was a gong show last night, huh?
This wasn't last night, but it was a few weeks ago. I lost. I was like pissed. I was leaving, just
Yeah.
like naked old lady just
Shitting.
taking a deuce right. on
You went from the Gong Show
right
to
on
the thong
sidewalk.
show.
I wish she was wearing
Yeah,
a
there's
thong,
no
dude.
thong.
No. And then, and it honestly made me feel like way better.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you don't got it that
I was
bad.
like, oh man, what am I complaining about,
Yeah.
dude?
She
you know?
probably, if she had gone to the gong show and done that, she probably would have won.
Probably. I mean, you know, that's what it took to win that night.
She thought it was the Bear Show,
Yeah.
which is also known as the Dong Show.
So I, gave her $1 and kept it moving.
Yeah, you gave her $1 for her talents.
Yeah, exactly. Just let me watch.
She had a little hat.
Yeah.
next to her.
Well, you got to contribute to the arts.
Yeah.
If we don't, artists are just going to be left alone.
They're just going to be left behind to
to
shit
squalor.
on the sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah. And you know that she was obviously doing a political statement, I assume.
I think it was a Banksy.
the art piece?
It felt like it.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm going to go get our other guest.
Okay. Should we pause or are we? Oh,
Doesn't
wow.
matter, probably.
Thank you. Like an envelope? Get it? White mail.
Legal version of blackmail.
Yeah. Dark mail.
Oh, no. My grandma got white-mailed.
Is that when there's anthrax on the letter?
That's when a South African prince for extortion money.
Yeah, now she's just walking around Colfax naked.
You forget that homeless people have to take shits.
Yeah. I do. I forget that most people have to take shits, to be honest with you.
You don't think about that?
No.
I try not to.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Have you guys-
try not to forget?
I try not to think about it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if I just go through my day looking at everybody, just imagining them as having never taken a shit, it
Goes a
makes
lot
the
better.
world a little better.
I think you're right. A little
Where
cleaner.
they're at, like where their tank is at?
Yeah, I like to think that that's just like my little thing for me. You know?
You're the only one shitting.
I'm the only one shitting,
Yeah.
and like every place has a bathroom just in case I show up.
Yeah.
You know. So,
There's a book called Everyone Poops.
no way.
It could blow your mind.
Yeah, not everyone reads.
Yeah, that's very true.
Have you guys ever had or come across a poop dollar?
A poop dollar.
I've heard of the poop dollar.
Is this like a dollar that someone wiped their ass with?
Or there's poop underneath it?
Interesting.
They get you to pick it up.
Nice little trick.
Yeah. Have you?
I've done the poop dollar for other people.
Nice. Your dollar.
My poop.
Your poop.
Your yeah. Someone else's dollar.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to provide bodily functions for people when they needed it.
Functions?
Yeah,
Functions.
yeah,
Not
like
fluids.
I've done the fart on fire when it was like people were like, "Do it."
You know, not everybody can do that. It's only like 1/3 of people naturally produce hydrogen or carbon or something.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
And
I
this-
forget which
this guy's one
element
of
it
them.
is, but yeah, your body has to produce that element for you to be able to engulf your
And we're
farts
lucky
and
enough to
flames.
know 2 people that have him and Jacob Jonas.
Jacob can do it.
Yeah.
Jeff can do it.
Jeff, yeah. Wow.
It sounds like God wanted
We know like
certain
30%
people.
of the people then who might be able to do it.
I wonder if like there's a higher population of people that can do it up here because of the elevation.
Maybe.
You know, something
Yeah.
in the
Something in the water.
something in the air, something in the poop dollar. Allows us to- Wow.
I've done the poop dollar. I've done like light a fire and then puke on it.
That's
fire,
good. That's
puke
a
on it.
classic.
What's
one.
the point of lighting a fire and puking on it?
Both things work with each other.
Is puke flammable?
No.
No, that's why you puke on the fire because
Oh,
everyone's like,
shit.
"Oh my god, a fire!" And they're
Yeah.
like, burnt puke."
He
It's
put
pretty
out the
good.
fire. What a
Yeah.
safe guy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
exactly.
With your fluids. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Is that like a tough guy thing in Florida or something?
Well, it was tough because I ate spinach, so it was kind of like my Popeye moment. I ate the
Yeah.
spinach. I was like,
Wow.
You ever puke your initials into the snow?
No.
no.
Yeah, I did. It was a snowy day this morning. I thought I'd puke
wrote-
my
wrote your
initials.
name,
Yeah,
Mark your
into the
territory.
snow. Exactly. No, it's fun. And then you make a little snow angel next to it and
Yeah.
a snowman.
Everyone does this, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic
Exactly.
jackass bit was peeing
The snow cone.
into like snow and then
Oh,
eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Have-
pretty good.
You ever?
No.
8p. Yeah. There wasn't any snow involved, unfortunately.
Have what are some good snow gags that you guys used to be a part of? Snow pranks, snow stories. Do you have any snow?
I mean, it's fun when you can like pick someone up when they're sleeping and then immediately like drop them in some snow.
Damn.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
I've
That
never-
is good.
A
I would
whitewash.
never.
No, you never?
They would get so cold.
Yeah, that's the point, dude. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's a good time.
It is a good time. Yeah, I got into a little bit of a snowball fight the other day. We always used to do the put a rock in the snowball.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
throw
yeah.
it. You know?
Whoa,
That's-
really?
Yeah.
Like a hidden surprise?
And it just makes the snowball like an ice ball.
It
with a
like
rock
probably
in it.
carries some more weight
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. It's like worse than a tube sock full of batteries.
No, that's probably still worse.
Yeah. I remember one time reading my buddy growing up. He packed this fucking snowball super tight, like and it was ice. He packed it super tight and just fucking chucked it up into the air, dude.
Nice.
And it came right down on this chick's face.
Oh,
Caused a big thing. But
yeah.
it was
She like
fucking-
break an eye socket or something.
No, but she was bleeding though.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's got some ice, so it won't swell.
Yeah. Immediately put some ice
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. It's kind of considerate.
Yeah.
You guys ever like build into the ice? Oh my gosh. Oh,
Hola.
you're good. Yeah, it's like a cuck. It just hangs out in the corner.
Outrage. Recreational outrage. Recreational outrage.
True.
He should have spent less time pooping on dollars and
Watching more Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Recreational
this new TikTok character?
No.
No.
John.
That's not what I plan on doing is going on TikTok to find Kyle Benavides.
It's Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Does
yeah,
he say this?
yeah, yeah, and it's because he squats so far, and he's so deep that they call him Johnny Depp, and that's as far as the. It's so funny.
He's an open micer who got way too much confidence because of Dead Room, I feel like, at the show that nobody's supposed to laugh at you. And,
Did he get laughs?
yeah,
Not
but
for the
right
not for the right reasons. No offense, Kyle. But And yeah. These
No
guys-
offense,
some-
but you fucking suck at comedy.
some
You know-
people are like, some people like Austin and Evan are like, I think actually he's a comedic genius secretly.
No,
No, I don't think so. I think
No,
he's
he's on a. Oh, okay. Please
Yeah.
cut this. He's gonna kill us if he hears this.
Why?
Like he just feels like the kind of guy that's just gonna show up
Yeah, a little bit.
with a box cutter and just. Look, please cut this out, dude. I'm afraid for my life.
yeah.
I've been laughing at you for the right reasons.
I'm just waiting for an excuse for a man to give me carte blanche to defend my life with
You
lethal
think-
force.
You think you could take a 5'4" bodybuilder with a box cutter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a brain
Probably.
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could squat the 5'4" bodybuilder holding
Yeah.
a box cutter.
Yeah.
He does
Wow.
have the CTE wild card.
Yeah.
Don't mean anything. That just means I could just hold a mirror up over here.
Oh, wow. Just flashing lights in his eyes.
Yeah.
You punch him in the gut and a steroid poop comes out.
Yeah. Steroid poop.
And if you're watching this and you're like, wow, this hurts my feelings, then change who you are.
Yeah. Please.
Oh wow.
No, definitely for everyone's safety, it should be cut.
Yeah, please.
Definitely.
If he's not unstable, please. I already have one unstable guy in my comedy scene following me around.
He's not. I don't know. His maybe his next TikTok character will be like a serial killer.
Dude, do you guys
Well-
want, after this I'll show you the scariest video you've ever seen. All right.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Scary in what way?
Oh, please actually cut this.
Last time you were on, we watched Two Girls, One
Oh
Cup.
wow, we did.
Oh,
yeah.
was that the last time?
Yeah.
Was that your first time watching it?
No, I watched that before I even saw porn. Yeah, that was the
That makes so
first.
much sense about you, Evan.
And I would actually.
That's the first naked women you saw. Was Two Girls, One Cup.
Shitting.
It was one of the maybe like in action. And the first 2 seconds of that video were awesome.
Yeah. It feels like
oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember slamming my laptop shut, and I remember the sound didn't stop, so I could hear everything still.
I'm gonna throw up again.
I was downloading music at the
throw up?
library.
I threw up like on camera
Yeah,
last
him
time.
and Tanya
I'll
did.
throw up right now. I literally used to use that video to throw up so that I could get to leave school, like get sent
That's
home.
kind of a hack, though.
Yeah.
Holy
Well,
shit.
it's like using pornography to elicit your body creating a liquid.
Yeah.
you know? But instead of jizz, it's
Mouth
puke.
coming,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. you ever jizz your name into the snow?
That'd be really hard,
Yeah.
considering how sporadically jizz comes out.
Yeah, you also got to like have
that's
it like
control.
it's if it's a rope. I mean, you really got to do it cursive real fast, right?
Well, and also if you're coming enough to spell your name and it's more than 3 letters, go see a doctor.
yeah.
It's a lot of. Well, I've like seen advertisements for this pill that can make you
Up your
just
load?
come all like a bunch. Yeah, like
it that
a
mushroom?
piss amount of jizz.
Piss him out.
I don't know the guy that wants that, but I definitely don't know the lady who wants that. You know,
You
I
don't?
don't know who that's for.
I could tell.
Oh,
you
a
if
lot
you-
of women like that.
Yeah.
to be donut glazed.
Oh, yeah, a lot of women are like, I want you to come like I'm the hottest woman you've ever seen. It's like a compliment.
True.
But is it the
Well,
compliment
yeah.
is in the amount?
Yeah, I just want you to come so hard your skeleton comes out of your body.
That's pretty cool.
I just want it to be like a I want it to be like a metal music video. Is what I want.
Something you see at a dark funeral concert.
My balls came out my urethra.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah, man. I mean, really, that if you're having sex with someone, that is should be how you're having sex with them.
Yeah.
You should be having sex with the intent to destroy their lives by making them come so hard.
And there is like, isn't there like certain like tantric things that you can do and methods to make it like way higher? You can't. I mean, just taking a pill that's such an out.
Yeah, well, I think edging increases the amount. I would imagine.
Oh,
I
that
watch it-
actually makes like scientific sense.
Like
edging. Science of
The science of edging.
No, about how it's just like
go on.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
because it would like
I'll
start the synopsis in your brain to like increase the jizz factor. Like, hey, build some because we're about to lose some. But then you keep it in
I like
there.
that in Evan's head. There's a guy in the back that's like, "Yay, increase the jizz factor."
That's
Get
Inside
off
Out
your
3.
lunch break.
He's got his cock out, guys. It's live.
She's gonna blow.
That's the part Inside Out they don't show you.
He's the jizz factory.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's a good point. If that movie was accurate, there'd definitely
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah, a woman's is just an empty warehouse with one lady in it.
3, you know?
yeah, or it's just anger.
Yeah.
Here's the jizz factory.
Anger is also the guy that deals with the
He
jizz.
owns the jizz factory.
That's his part time.
Subletting it.
boss better know I'm making time and a half this week. He's got the bluest balls, as blue as our union. Yeah, I think edging probably helps. I think probably I don't know. There's got to be dudes that just have more to jizz.
My
than-
husband has so much jizz.
Really?
Like he drops fat low. Like we
Good.
regularly laugh when we have sex because of the amount of jizz. Like literally,
Wow.
I was laughing and it was coming out of my mouth the last time we had sex because it was so much and
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. And so I was literally spitting my husband's jizz onto him and he was laughing and I was laughing.
Wow.
It's
That's how you keep a marriage right there.
Yeah,
That's how.
an efficient factory.
I'm curious, is it more like actual sperm cells or more of like the protein that's
well,
making
my
the...
mouth is not an evaluating tool, so I can't tell you for sure. But it's just, I can tell you that there was a lot.
Yeah.
70%.
I would imagine it's probably. I would imagine you probably only have so many sperm cells, like
Right.
eggs.
True.
Like
Don't-
this is easily Googleable.
But don't. I think men
Don't
keep
Google
making
it,
sperm.
dude.
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Because
Yeah.
like a 75-year-old dude can get a 20-year-old.
Robert De Niro just had a kid and he's like 80.
Yeah, same with Al Pacino.
That's why Al Pacino has a Shrek phone case.
He has a Shrek phone case.
Yes, 'cause he has, like,
That's
a-
how he gets pussy.
He has
right?
like
Yeah.
a Gen Alpha daughter who
Yeah.
like who borrowed his phone and she put it on there and he was like he was on this interview and the interviewer was like, "Why do you have that phone case?" And he goes, "My daughter put it on you."
Yeah.
And he goes,
Shrek
"Who is
case.
this?" And she goes, "Shrek, Dad." And he goes, "Shrek."
Man, that's old guy vibes. That's how you know you've lost it.
Well, and it's the best Shrek phone case because it's like kind of sexualized topless Shrek in a bunch of different poses.
Is it any of the human
Scarface is
Shrek?
walking around with that. That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Oh my god.
He's
I
like
mean-
real life Paul Blart, right? Wasn't in that Paul Blart that he has his daughter's phone and they like
Oh, the
or-
Hello Kitty phone.
yeah, and it
Yep.
like plays like the
Yeah.
I pop my pussy, yeah, or something like that. Like it plays like some song.
Not
when,
you knowing Paul Blart so well.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Paul
you mean
Blart.
yeah, the comedy masterpiece that is.
Listen,
Comedy
that's me with
masterpiece of
Austin
the 21st
Powers.
century.
I'm an Austin Powers girly.
Oh,
Can I tell you a quick Austin Powers story?
I would love to.
Okay.
let me get a
so,
blunt and a pancake.
cigarette and a flapjack.
All great combinations.
A blint
by
and
the
a
way.
blonde.
So I was doing a show on Halloween. It was like a stick or treat kind of show, and there was this guy doing a set as Dr. Evil, and he had a heart attack in the middle of his set, like a young kid, and he like you could tell he had no idea what was going on. At one point, just like all the color went from his
gray.
face. Yeah, literally like when ET gets sick, when the government's testing
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
And
You should have dressed up as ET.
Did they call EMS?
yeah, I mean, like an ambulance took him out of there and everything, and they were
Damn.
doing like
He flew off in
EKGs
a
the
rocket
middle
of a
the club.
finger that went like
Well, the funniest part is that as it was
A tiny
happening,
paramedic that looked kind of like him came out and started doing CPR.
he,
Mini me, save me.
the
it's
best
just a
part-
bit, guys. It's just a bit. He's fine.
Well, that's what we were all quick because we're sitting, we're like,
Yeah.
is this? Was this part of the movie? Is like that? And he was just like desperately trying to stay in character. So
Oh
like,
my
he's just-
god.
Imagine dying as
the
Dr.
colors
Evil.
left his face. He was like falling over, looking for the stool to kind of catch him. He's like, "Hey, throw me a bone." Oh. Like falling over.
Oh my god. Does he still do comedy?
Well,
That ambulance
I
is
think
going
he
to
was,
be
like,
expensive.
Very, very new to comedy.
So that was probably a,
yeah, and it was like a hot show before he had gone up there. And then
who
it
went up
just
after
kinda-
him?
So everybody cleared out.
Yeah.
And then they came back in, and I was hosting the show. I went up and did another 10 minutes as Hackula.
Yeah.
Just
to clear the
making
space.
Is this year?
yeah, that was like a couple
Damn.
weeks ago.
Well,
yeah.
I hope homie's okay.
Well, I text him and everything.
And he's chill?
Yeah, he
That's
survived.
good.
He did get paid.
He
He
must
got
have had-
He got
$1 million.
$1 billion quadrillion $4 billion.
Yeah, no, it was the worst thing I'd seen since The Love Guru.
That movie is awful, except for the Mariska Hargitay joke. Is killer to me. When he's doing Mariska Hargitay, and then that's Mariska Hargitay, and he's like, Mariska Hargitay.
Who's who's Lecoq? Oh, it's Justin Timberlake, right? Isn't he the goalie?
Yeah.
He's the cockbuck or
Oh
whatever.
my God.
No, it was the worst thing Mike Myers ever did on Halloween. Is this thing on? Okay.
Damn, he must have had a pre-existing condition or something to be so young. And
Yeah, it was called Following Me. No, I'm joking.
talk about dying on stage.
No, it was it was a crazy show. And I was just so shocked at how much the audience like wanted to stay for the rest of the show.
Well,
It
sure,
was
because
like
the last.
30 minutes of them like pulling his shirt open. And, like,
Holy shit.
Yeah, but it's like,
What's the next guy gonna do?
but you wouldn't want that to be the end of your night, because then what? You go to a bar and you all just
Be
silently sit there,
Well,
stare
yeah,
off into
it's like-
space.
You
Like,
drink
we-
to that guy, kinda. You're like, I guess this one's for him.
You're just sitting with your husband, and he goes, "I think I want to leave you," and you're like, "Fuck! I wish we would have stayed for the rest of the
That
show."
would be like the domino that
Yeah.
starts it. Like, if only we had stayed.
we did just see a guy die, but we also did spend $25 on these tickets.
So what do you
Didn't even
say?
see
You-
David Attenborough.
You know,
yet,
I'm pretty much a stickler for the rules, and it's a 2-item minimum. I only had one drink, so
yeah.
I'd love to pop in for 5 more minutes.
Does the EKG count as one of the items?
Does my ambulance ride count? Damn, that shit happens in Vegas a lot, where people will pass out in the audience because
Yeah,
they're really
wow.
fucked up. They either try a lot of weed for the first time, or they get too drunk and they get dehydrated because it's very dry there, like it is here. So if you don't stay hydrated while you drink, you're gonna get fucked up and it's gonna mess you up. I literally one
Yeah. time
time just had to suffer through a set where a lady was passing out. And like the emergency medical service was coming in, and all the whole two front rows were staring at me, and they kept going, "Tell jokes, come on!" I was like, I literally had to be like, "There's a person probably dying right behind you. I am having a very hard time focusing."
Yeah, my funny bone is just not feeling up to it right now.
Yeah, sorry, I don't feel like giggling when I don't know. I might be I don't want the last thing somebody hears is me being like, "Isn't it weird when you try and shave your taint?" Like, and then he dies.
So my husband comes a lot.
A lot. And then that's like your
I
last
was
thing.
spitting it all over him.
The last thing you hear before you leave this earth
They start seizing
is
up.
my
spitting.
filthy set.
Oh my God.
So I've never had
You
anything
killed,
like that
I heard.
happen, but do you know?
Yeah, I did. Watch out. You're gonna have to cut that too.
Please, just believe that we're not cutting it. The title of this episode is gonna.
I don't even know who he is, so
You've probably seen him.
I'll show-
but Yeah.
I'm sure I'll meet him and he'll be like, "I heard what you said about me on Recreational Outrage." And I'll be like, "You're the guy who almost died at Comedy Works."
Yeah, that was good because we had.
Who planned that decoration?
Probably.
Well,
I
it
assume
was
Jozalyn.
part of the. But we like birthed the host. to
Hey,
be on the
hey,
show.
not we, you.
I did. Yes,
I think
So you came out of someone's fake uterus.
No, I was pregnant, and I gave birth
to yourself.
to Adam.
Oh, and then Adam hosted.
And then we still kind of hosted it together. And he, so
Such a random flex to
the
correct.
performers got older as the show went on, and Adam also rapidly aged as
Yeah.
the show went on until he like died at the end.
This is like a Coheed and Cambria album.
Thank you.
There's so much
Wow.
lore.
But when he was a teenager, we were trying to teach him about his growing body.
Yeah.
And so we had a bodybuilding contest. And
Never had that part explained to me. That's funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we were trying to teach him about his body.
So he brought out Kyle and JoJo.
Kyle and
Dave Ness.
JoJo on roller skates and Dave
Lubed them up.
and they didn't have shoes or socks on, and it was so and they were covered in like oil and stuff. And so he was just very earnestly trying to bodybuild, but he was like slipping around.
Genuinely, the shit that men will do if you put too many of them a maroon alone together.
They
What
will.
if we covered ourselves in oil and blood?
They'll start giving birth.
What if you came out in my fake pussy and then we rolled around in oil and blood? Wouldn't that be
We
sick?
hosted the show.
Wouldn't that be? I think everyone will get it.
It took so long to build the fake hospital bed because Adam's 6'8". So he had to like hide before anybody came and sat down. He was hiding in that hospital bed for like almost an hour, just covered in Vaseline and a bald cap and a diaper. Just
He's so big. That must have been so insane for him, or awesome for him.
well, it was. I mean, shout out to Dave. He built a pretty sweet contraption.
Yeah.
It looked like
comfortably housed him.
it looked like something the kid next door would build. You know, like it was like a real contraption.
Yeah.
Was there like a flap that he came out of or something?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so the doctors kind of came through and they like cut open the fabric.
Yeah.
And then there was he had like a squirt gun full of fake blood he was shooting.
Yeah.
And then they were just pulling out like placenta everywhere.
This
So
is great.
It was
told him
practically
it
a.
was, it was.
Did you
But
tape it?
Yeah. But
Good.
actually, Jeff made like a really cool documentary
Good.
about it. But yeah, we got a little bit of flack for.
Outrage. Recreational outrage.
Yeah.
You know, we have that problem in Vegas, and it's an unfortunate thing. Like I got beef with a lot of people because it's like, if you're gonna do crazy shit, like I'm gonna call you out on it, like because I don't want you around. Like I want to be able to go do stand up and feel safe. And like I explained this to my husband this week. If you don't understand, if you're not a woman, being a woman is like knowing there's somebody behind you about to stab you at all times. Like you're always on guard. You're always thinking about it. You're always thinking about the person behind you. Always thinking about if you're safe. You're always thinking about if you need somebody to walk to your car. It's a different experience. So it's, I mean, if they give you flack, it's probably not the best way to move community conversations forward. But at the end of the day, like we do need our brothers to be the ones to say no more.
Oh,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and to listen.
And,
you
well,
know, when
listening-
somebody says like this person's a fucking.
But unfortunately, those men don't respect us. They don't see us as humans, so they need to hear you say it.
Sure. No, that's what I meant by
Yeah.
like listening to you when you say this
Yeah.
guy is whatever. And I also think that talking about like that threat of all time, like you can't expect it. One time Laura explained to me that like she's never had two headphones in.
No, I've never worn two headphones. Ever.
She's like,
I
as a
would
lady,
never.
you can't. You
would never.
can't have that amount of isolation because you
And
never
I don't
know.
walk farther than I can run away from my house at night.
Yeah,
I don't walk.
There's certain things that
Yeah.
dudes haven't even conceived.
No.
Yeah, we don't. It's like it's good to hear that stuff because my
Yeah.
creep radar is so. Anytime I'm like, wow.
Well,
this
and you
is a
also
cool
strike.
guy.
You probably like weird music. You strike me as a guy who likes probably music that not everyone listens to.
Yeah, for sure.
So you go to a lot of live shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of your friends are creeps, but they're not bad creeps. Like
There's good creeps.
There's like the metalhead creeps who are just like stinky and gross, and they like are really into like bird taxidermy, and that's
Yeah.
You're like perfectly
you
describing
don't know
this.
how spot on you are.
yeah, and that's like that's an okay creep. But like then there's the guy who's like a straight up creep. Like
Yeah, like a follow you home.
Like I don't go into mosh pits anymore because one time I went into a mosh pit and a guy kept using it as an excuse to full on grab my pussy. Like he was full on cupping it.
Which that's not what mosh pits are for.
No,
No,
it's not a
definitely
smush pit.
a mosh pit.
Smushing it. Sorry, I didn't mean to like bum you guys out and get all feminist about it, but
No.
Can I
it's,
be
it's
honest
very
about
real.
at least that we genuinely did put you at the highest chair because we wanted to put you on a pedestal today.
that's so nice.
Yeah, we all chose the lower ones.
I wear dirty leggings, so
Now the whole world knows.
We are here to listen.
I slept in these leggings and I walked to the Universal and had eggs today.
Nice.
How'd you get them?
I got a scramble with
Okay.
spinach, bacon, and double cheese.
Okay.
I always do pepper jack and cheddar.
Going scrambled I dig it.
Yeah, I don't like runny eggs. I know this is like a hot take, but I'm an only child, so I was like a hella picky eater. So I'm as an adult now, I'm only trying things. I didn't try sushi or like fish until my mid to late 20s. Like
Fish?
Like I wouldn't even eat meat until I was like 7. Because the texture of meat grossed me out so bad as a kid. The only things I wanted to eat were potatoes and green beans, and that's it.
Potatoes and green. That's a good meal.
Green
though.
beans?
Yeah, green beans from the can.
I feel like a lot of kids don't like
My
green
daughter
beans.
You know
loves
what's
green beans from the can.
You know what's so funny is my
Really?
mom will
Yeah.
tell these stories about me now, and she'll be like, "We didn't know about autism then." At the end. And I'm like, "Thanks, mom. Thanks."
Potatoes and green beans.
Really
Yeah,
likes
I used
green
to
beans.
walk around on my tiptoes and eat green beans out of the can, and they were like,
Holy
"She's
shit.
normal."
That's a good day.
Yeah.
It was
That's a
pretty
healthy
rad.
snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is healthy. But then when I think about the fact that I would eat each green bean individually, separate them, eat the individual beans inside
That's
the
what's
green
so
bean.
fun about it. Yeah.
Wait, you do them
Lining
like
up the
sunflower
slit with your
seeds?
teeth.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, that's exactly.
So I have no sympathy for men who are like going down on women and they're like, my tongue hurts. I'm like, get it together.
Have a green bean.
Have a
pussy.
green bean.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You never lined up your teeth with the seam of a green bean.
What are you, gay?
before?
Don't you eat vegetables?
Suck the seeds out of a green bean?
You ever blow the green giant?
That's a big load.
Suck the seeds out of a green bean. That's like what a hippie lady says to a young man she wants to eat her out.
Oh yeah, that's the most
Hey, you ever
vegan
suck
turn
the
on.
seeds out of a green bean?
Yeah, she's like, I will milk that almond, baby. No, the vegan
Cum?
vegan
Oh,
hit
Vegan
like
cum?
no, what
You think it's different than meat cum?
I definitely think it's different than meat cum.
Yeah, they say pineapple.
I've had all flavors of cum. Not that there's like specific like branches or anything. There's not like strains.
Different
But,
varieties.
but just like it is your food. Like it's the same thing with your vagina. Like there's mucous membranes in our genitals. So like whatever we eat, whatever we put in our body, it secretes out of there, and that's what flavors it. Like flavors. Why did I say it like that?
No, but yeah, you're kind of like a you're like a tea.
Yeah, I used to have a joke where I say pussies are like cast iron skillets, like the flavors passed down from your grandma.
Don't put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, don't use soap in it either. But yeah, I definitely
eggs.
think vegan cum would have to taste different. I've never met a vegan man that I blew,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't know. But
I don't think they deserve it either.
I mean, I didn't want to say that I was doing that purposefully because I didn't want to be problematic. But every time a guy was vegan, I just punched him in the face and walked away.
It's like, eat a fish. What are you, 7?
Be
No,
pescatarian.
There is, I think there's got to be a rash of guys who were into Hot Topic and 303 and that one line of "I'm a vegetarian,"
But
and
I
I'm
am
not
fucking scared of him.
Yeah.
That inspired at least 5 guys to be like,
I definitely followed at least 7 guys on MySpace that had that as their like tagline.
"Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying."
definitely had that as my tagline. I was like,
Do you know what my tagline was on MySpace? This is the
was it?
cringiest lore about me.
I can't
in
wait.
alternating caps.
I bet you. Tell me, I see
Like
if
the
my
SpongeBob
cringe is
font?
worse than yours.
Okay, my cringe is that it was not suitable for children.
All right.
Like
That's
a
pretty cringe.
Yeah.
like a comedy album from the 80s.
And I put yield
Caution tape.
yields, and my like name was unconformist, which isn't a word.
Wow.
You got censored on your mouth, like on duct tape.
For real.
You're not conforming to words.
I wasn't conforming to English. Okay.
Exactly.
When I was
Not suitable for children, says the 13-year-old. Says the child. Says the girl who literally went, power down my computer to go play with my Barbies.
I wrote the book on PG-13.
I cried when I watched a scary movie yesterday. I'm not suitable for children.
I got to do my homework.
yeah. You remember like the bulletins on MySpace?
Oh,
like
yeah.
you could post something like to your wall or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, I'd like to dedicate this to all the family members that have let me down, and it was Beautiful
Whoa.
People by Marilyn Manson.
Oh, wow.
That is my favorite age of everyone. I have like literally slaughtered years of my Facebook.
Yeah.
Because stuff will come up and I'm like, why are you posting Craig Owens lyrics for
Yeah.
3 days in a row? Girl,
Oh man.
take an antidepressant. Like,
Yeah,
you're too young for MySpace, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, what was your social... Was it just Facebook?
Facebook. I remember when Snapchat came out. That like changed everything.
Is there like snap vegging? You know, like, because we would do that on MySpace where you would like fill out a bulletin survey. You would, bulletins would be like posts, and it would be like, you'd be like, I hope my crush doesn't see this. Winky face, winky face, winky face.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then like Instagram. I remember when Instagram started too. Those were
when Instagram dropped.
Honestly, like I always thought Facebook was like for old people. That was like my mom and grandma.
It was for like college students.
Damn. I'm decrepit.
Yeah.
I was on the first wave of Facebook people. I was around when it was first open to the public. That's when I first got my profile.
That's what I remember is that switch.
Evan just looked at me like I was a fossil. Wow.
Gross. One of the first.
And what was black and white television
this is
like?
what a million years ago looked like.
Was this like after the? Yeah, never mind.
After the what?
Civil rights.
Oh, all right.
Damn, I'm so old.
Yeah. There was when MySpace was still around, there was also so I grew up in like a very, very Christian environment, and there was a social media website. It was like XTINZ.
No.
Yeah, I was on there. I was on there.
For the Christian teens.
Yeah.
I was on Zango writing vampire poems.
Wow.
Tumblr was a big deal. Do you remember
Tumblr was big.
I was a little too old for Tumblr.
Okay.
It was Zanga for us, and then we had AIM and Zanga for the longest time, and then as I got into middle school, it was MySpace, and then high school it was MySpace, and then at the end of high school it was Facebook.
AIM was a dark time.
AIM was I was definitely getting pedophiled up
Yeah.
in them cyber
I was
hallways.
too.
Oh, for sure. My friends and I, we would cry laughing when we had slumber parties. We would like bait pedophiles into private rooms,
no.
and then when they would start trying to cyber with us, we would just pretend to be a monkey that learned how to type the whole time.
Wow.
And we would be like, save monkey, please save monkey.
Oh my
Banana monkey,
God.
monkey need banana. They won't let us leave.
Dude, a bunch of teenage girls
and we would
pedophile hunting as like a gang is so funny.
And crying, laughing. Tiny.
You were a
He definitely
pedophile
thought
in the
Save
house.
Monkey was like a weird innuendo. He's like, I will save the
Well,
monkey.
that was my favorite part. Is it always took them so long to catch on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We were talking about prank calls. That's the ultimate.
Oh,
when
I
you
love
prank a
prank calling.
pedophile with the voice of a young child, pretty much being like,
Because you
Yeah,
are a
and
young
Home Alone.
child.
There's a guy in our hometown. We would go through this is how old I am, Evan.
God.
Landlines is what I prank called on.
Wow.
I know. We had the phone book too, and we would go through the phone book, and you'd flip the pages, and you'd go boom, and you'd like dare the person
Yeah.
to. And one time we were flipping through, and we noticed a guy in the H's. His name was Harry Bowles. His last name? No, he was in the B's because it was BOLZ, and his first name was Harry. And we would.
the one.
And we were like, we gotta call this dude. The phone number was out of service, but I was so ready to call, waiting for you to pick up or be like, "Are they Harry? Are they Harry? Harry?"
Better go catch him. Yeah, we would call people.
Wait,
we would
wait.
just
No,
do
I
like
get you.
303 fuck you or whatever.
Yeah.
Call them up like, hey, you know your phone number is 303 fuck you?
Yeah.
Fuck you. And then, we just totally got
Do you remember
them.
there was like I don't know. They might still be around, but like one of the first apps was like a prank call app, and you could like put someone's number in it, and it would just be a recording of like, hey, it was who were the people that did the prank call?
Jerky Boys?
Yeah, it was just there's
Oh, it was Jerky Boys.
Yeah, but it would like pause for the person. I got my step.
You really missed out on a really crazy time in internet and stuff. There was this time when the ringtones were very popular and everyone was buying ringtones.
I feel like I was at like the tail end of the ringtone.
and there was this weird gummy bear techno ringtone that everyone had. I'm a gummy bear.
I remember that. Yeah.
Do you remember you could
I had that on my
Yummy
Motorola
tummy.
Razor.
like the person that called.
Yeah, your ringback
You
tone.
want to know what mine was?
Oh yeah,
when
tell
I was
me.
when I was like 12.
Mine's gonna be way worse. I guarantee it. Go.
You want all right? Mine was "You Should Have Been a Cowboy" by Toby Keith. Yeah, is yours worse?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Something in Your Mouth by Nickelback.
That's something.
on the same
I
level.
basically was like, my career aspiration is being a stripper. I want to be an exotic dancer.
I remember having like niche ones for each person though. You could do like
You could do personalized.
your mom
ringback
is
tones.
calling. Your mom is calling, or like
That
you
was
just-
from like the Crazy Frog Company, where it was like the frog on a beep 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 beep, where he's on a motorcycle.
Boing, boing.
Boing, boing, boing.
You know that guy is just like a dude who makes random mixtapes. The Crazy Frog guy.
Really?
Yeah, and he put it out there just like, I wonder if this will do well, and then it just
Biggest thing ever.
And now
It
he
was-
probably is set for life.
yeah, and I think that
I mean, I remember
he's-
paying like $5 a month for ringback tones.
yeah.
Just so my friends could hear Nickelback. Well,
What an era!
and before it was Nickelback, it was Beyonce Naughty Girl.
Okay, that's good.
The best part about this era is when your phone. Do you remember if it fell? Because it had the
it's
back
done.
piece, it would just
the battery
explode.
would pop out.
Yeah.
Like in 3 pieces, just go
I had
everywhere.
a phone one time, dude, that like because they would flip. So like I had like one of the flip parts was like completely broken.
Oh
Yeah.
I
no!
would just have to like hold my phone together the whole time. Eventually it fell apart, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys ever have Hot or Not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was like Tinder
I was a
for
9.
kids. Yeah, no, literally. It was like Tinder for little kids.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was like Rate My Professor, but for,
Yeah, you would find your friends on there and like your exes and your boyfriend.
This
Yeah.
was never a world I was introduced to.
You
would
could just
like-
post your picture on there. You had to post your picture in order to rate.
Interesting.
And then you could start rating other people, and then you would get an average, and people could rate you 1 through 10, hot or not.
yeah.
And you could like chat with each other. And I would like just meet up with strangers off the internet at like
Date
12 or
rate.
13 years old, all off that app.
Damn.
It was a
Hella molested, eh?
Yeah.
well,
Not no molested.
It was a good time.
it was a cool era.
He brought me pizza,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunion,
I don't, oh, yeah.
condoms and Funyuns.
I was like pretending to be older than I was. So
To meet
kinda
chicks.
like, yeah.
Damn. Were you like one of
meet up,
those
like,
skater
cool
kids?
16-year-old girls, even though I was like 13.
Would you like roll up on your skateboard to try and look cool?
I would like bike, yeah. A lot of biking. Yeah.
Sup, girl?
My car's in the shop.
I would take my mom's car sometimes. Like sneak out and like take her car.
Damn.
Yeah.
You weren't scared of getting in trouble? I was so scared of getting in trouble.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was
After,
such a
like-
rule follower.
Like my dad left, so I was like, "What are you gonna do? Make me pay my
Dylan
room?
is
I'll
the-
just go." Like, I was
fucking
like,
get
"I'll
it.
just do what I want anyway."
Yeah. Well,
I would just same thing. Like there'd be times like I'd tell my mom like, "Hey, I'm staying at my friend's house," and then I would just go to Pueblo, and like
Yeah.
with like my girlfriend, and then she'd think I was like 5 minutes away, and I'd be.
I
in
don't have
Pueblo
that
and
in me.
fucking-
My mom told me, she was like, if you never lie to me, I'll let you do whatever you want. So I
Yeah.
just always told her the truth. And she held up her end of the bargain, you know?
I told my mom one
Must
time
be
that
nice.
I spent the night at my friend's house, and then I told her they were super Catholic, which wasn't true. And I was like, so they're gonna make me go to mass with them, so I'll be home later, just so I would have enough time to get back from Pueblo.
Wow. Damn.
You sowed the
brilliant.
seeds
And I
early.
could have just told her what I was doing, but
What were
Yeah.
you doing in Pueblo, partying?
I was with my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why I did it.
I don't want my mom to picture me fucking.
Dude, I got.
Can't know.
Yeah, I don't
She
know.
can't know her son is cool.
You got caught singing out?
No, I got caught in my girlfriend's house one time. When I was 14, I would like go over to her house during the summer days when like her
parents were at work.
at work. And one day I
Summer
was like in
lovin'.
the basement, and her parents came home from work early, and I was like, it was like still to this day probably the worst panic attack I've ever had. And I spent the entire night in the basement hiding in a closet. And I remember just like texting my mom, just trying to like explain why I wasn't going to be home, that I was at my friend's house, but that I couldn't call because I was like under a bridge and there was like bad service. And I eventually like made a phone call to her and was just like whispery and shaky, and it was like super weird. I had my friend's sister call her pretending to be my friend's mom, that I was like, yeah, it was terrible, and just spent the whole night like hiding in the closet. And her
Damn.
stepdad was like this crazy drunk maniac that would like kick cats down staircases and fucking
And that sucks when you're down in the basement because all the
All the
cats are
cats are
coming
down
down there.
You're catching up.
It's not the cat you thought you were gonna get.
but yeah, just
Hey, at least I'm still getting pussy.
I
I told her I'm going down. There's gonna be pussy when I get down there.
It happened to me a second time, but I was able
No.
to sneak out when she was taking the trash out and just like take off running down the
Damn, you
block.
didn't learn your lesson the first time?
I mean,
Teenager-
I did. It was just
But
like, be
I get
more
it. I used to
careful,
sneak
be
out and do shit
prepared.
too. You're like so feral with hormones when you're a teenager. You're like, if I don't kiss my boyfriend, and it's like you don't even want to fuck. You just want to like smooch. Like,
Yeah.
And the barrier is just you in a window.
Yeah.
Like if it's really just that, you're like, fuck it, I can go out there.
And there's
Yeah.
something
What are they
like,
gonna do?
when you're growing up without a dad at your house? There's something where it's like you said, like, well, you're gonna make me stay here. Like you're
Yeah,
not.
it's like,
you're
I'll
not gonna
just
make me
leave.
stay here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
fucking
literally.
leave. Yeah.
Oh, my mom
Yeah.
is the scariest bitch
Yeah.
on the planet.
My mom was not.
Yeah.
My mom would come home from bar hopping with black eyes.
Oh, shit.
Literally, she would not like, and she got a black eye.
Yeah.
Because a girl accidentally bumped into her with the bathroom stall, and
Yeah.
then she beat the girl so badly with the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
And left her on the bathroom floor. She was like, I had to leave the
Jeez.
bar. I was like, okay.
yeah.
Like a
Meanwhile,
hell in a
I'm
cell.
like literally a nerdy kid who like loves Austin Powers and like I'm like, that's pretty violent, lady. So I was pretty scared of her, if I'm being honest.
Well, Mom, I promise not to steal.
Yeah.
My grandparents told me all these crazy stories about her growing up. She was super overprotective of my aunt, so she would just like fuck people up. She was known for like, she broke all the blood vessels in this one girl's eye
Whoa.
for getting in my aunt's face. Like she's and she played like hell and gnarly basketball her whole life. So she's a different breed. I don't fuck with her.
Yeah,
I-
my mom's a
I-
preschool teacher, so
Oh yeah, it's different.
once I was like 7, it was over.
You're like, look, a toddler who wants to read.
yeah, exactly. Plus, she was just like busy with my little sister. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was really cool about it. She like I had straight A's and I was pretty nerdy. Like she knew I wasn't gonna do anything crazy. Like anytime she asked me, I was honest. And the first time I was at a party and somebody had cocaine, I cried and I called her and I made her come pick me up.
Oh wow.
That's like a episode of Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. Which was my favorite show until I was like 12. Seventh Heaven. Yeah.
That's sweet,
That is like
dude.
fucking-
A pedo?
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
know. Not so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy just because when you like if you grew up watching Seventh Heaven, you're like, yeah, he's a nice dad. Like,
Yeah.
he's protective, and then actually,
Too cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little too, yeah.
That's literally been my argument to like most people who are like, we're going to keep them out of our bathrooms and keep drag queens. I'm like, literally, people do not need to be in bathrooms and locker rooms to victimize children. There's not like a weird Hogwarts magical barrier around bathrooms and locker rooms where it's like, now you can pedophile.
You know what else is gender neutral? The ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Some bad shit happens. in
Yeah,
there.
or your uncle's house, your
Yeah,
grandpa's
yeah.
house.
Oh my gosh, could
The
you
grocery
imagine if they
store.
did make only boys and girls separate in the ball pit?
Yeah.
And like so
Oh,
just
dude,
an
the
old
bully
guy.
Ball pit would be so gross.
It would be gross.
It's all the ball pit is already gross.
Yes.
But if it was,
All balls.
I will never get in a ball pit ever since I saw a Band-Aid in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a lot of band-aids.
I remember a
in there.
kid stepped on like a needle, not a needle, but like a nail in his
Yeah.
foot one time in a ball pit.
Yeah.
Put nails in the ball pits.
Yeah.
Well, people just suck.
That's like a razor blade in the candy bar.
Yeah.
People just suck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Christians were giving out like indoctrination things as trick or treat things.
We were.
Yeah. They were like these gold dollar bills that said
Yeah.
like, if you don't repent, you're gonna go to hell. This is your ticket to heaven. Da 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 da. And like,
I
They
had
could have
one.
at least put it in a candy bar.
I know it could have at least been like a chocolate
Like a
dollar.
Willy Wonka situation.
At least in and out.
Like, and not give everyone a passage to heaven.
Right, exactly.
Give some kids
Except
red
1 in 10
foil.
candy bars. Yeah.
Based off of their costumes.
You're going to hell.
Abraham Lincoln? Which year?
Before or after you started sleeping with that man in the cabin?
I love the new lore that he was gay.
I don't think it's true. I mean, I think it's
That's what
true.
everyone says.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
like, yeah, he was gay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I
Gabe-
love this.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, you,
Cotton again.
it's a dildo.
Can we get some silk or?
You know, the hat isn't the tallest thing on him.
Yeah. All right.
Damn, he was a big dude for that time too. He was like, it wasn't normal to have like, wasn't he 6'5" or something?
He was definitely taller than everybody else.
Yeah, and everybody average height at the time was like 5'4",
Yeah.
5'5".
Yeah.
And yeah, he
Just
did
'cause he was
get
wearing high heels.
he did get
He's wearing stilettos.
like Ron DeSantis. But he went out getting he got blown out from behind in the theater.
That's true.
That's great. He was a wrestler too.
Really?
Yeah, he was an he's the original Jesse Ventura, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't.
Have you guys ever seen that video, by the way? This is my favorite thing. I watch it sometimes just to make myself laugh and feel better about America. Jesse Ventura is very like pro women in leadership.
Yeah.
So he like, but when he goes on the national news,
Yeah.
he just dresses like Jesse Ventura at home. So he's wearing like a
Like he's
Bass
cutting a
Pro
promo
Shop
and-
t-shirt
Yeah.
and like a trucker cap. And he's like, it's time we put women in charge. It's like, I'll just watch that clip over and over and I'm like, yeah, you're right, Jesse. But Gabriel was the original Jesse.
Yeah.
Damn.
Totally.
He also, I do think, wasn't his wife like super important? Like
Abraham Lincoln?
yeah.
I don't know.
I thought
Did
she
you
had
say
a.
Mabraham Lincoln?
I'm actually married Mary Todd Lincoln. I'm related to her.
Are you really? Is that for reals?
Yeah.
The first,
sick.
the first lady.
No,
She
I
was.
think 16th.
Oh, true. You're right.
Yeah.
Damn, good for you for knowing that.
Thank you.
I don't know shit.
Are you guys fans of the presidents?
Well,
Not
it's
really.
not the first wrestler turned president.
No.
Trump is in the
Yeah,
WWE
he's
Hall
in
of
the
Fame.
WWE Hall
Yeah.
of Fame. Jesse Ventura tried to start because he could see like how big it was getting, and he tried to get all the wrestlers to start a union right before like WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, he tried to
And,
unionize them.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan ratted him out, and that's why
Narc.
he got fired from WWE.
Not cool.
He
That's
went
why
to-
God took your hair.
Yeah.
He went to
know if he ever
Vince, and
had
Vince
her.
was like, "I'm busy shitting on this lady, dude.
That's
Get out
so,
of here."
that's so funny to think that like at 7 years old he could only grow that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Vince.
I feel like it was. I don't know.
You didn't hear about Vince and his potty problems, or at least his
No.
potty play.
Yeah, he shat on a lady
Yeah.
during a 3-way.
On purpose?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's what they say.
Can you imagine Vince McMahon
Was there a
squatting over
dollar
you?
on it? A dollar on it?
And if I could
well-
be wrong, but they didn't. This is from like 2019, 2018.
yeah.
It's not like he did this when he was
It's not
30.
like prime Vince McMahon.
No, he's doing this in his
it's-
No, it's
70s.
like Metamucil proof.
All I can think about is the cartilages in his knees popping before he shits on my chest.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like reading
Supposedly he had like dildos named after like his favorite wrestlers, like his favorite
Really?
star wrestlers. Yeah.
That's cool.
What were some of like?
That's
The
just what
Rock.
the quest.
can you imagine? I mean, this
That's like what
is
the
you
court
guys obviously can't,
document
but as a woman, I cannot imagine laying down to have sex with a man and him being like, "You want me to give you the Hogan?"
You want Cena or Rey Mysterio?
Cena's is just clear glass.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio's is real small.
You can't see John Cena's.
Yeah, dude, there's crazy shit about him that came out in like the court. If you read the court case, it's like
It's giving McAfee.
yeah, and he like definitely like was offering up this woman that he was in an affair with like other people in the company, and like yeah, it was a bad time.
I love
Well-
when it's so funny that it's like when men get money, you know,
yeah,
they just lose their minds.
Maybe he was trying to make his own 2 girls, 1 wrestler. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
2 guys, 1 intern.
I think that there's just something about the human brain when you don't have boundaries and people don't force you to have boundaries. You become an extreme version
yeah.
of anything.
And he
Well, it's
never.
just fantasy land. You can do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
You
Yeah.
gotta
You
respect
know
the
all the
ring.
shit that they did like on wrestling that they could
Yeah.
just get away with because it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Emphasis on shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's why he got away with it for so long, because there's been scandals since like the 80s of him like covering up murders and like,
Yeah.
a ring boy scandal and like all kinds of
Safety
Was
shit.
Yeah.
Was the lady into it?
Which part?
I do think that's
shit.
important. I do think that's important,
Because I
right?
think that's fine. If you're
I'm
just
pretty
a
sure-
crazy lunatic that is 70 years old and just trying to experience
Yeah,
something
like,
new,
did she
and
like
she's
it?
consent-
And you
well,
found a
she's the one
person that
suing
was.
him.
She's suing him.
Oh, she's suing
For
him.
sexual misconduct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I had to be like, yeah, she was into it because she kept doing it. You know what I mean? 'Cause-
There's no fucking way she was into it.
yeah, I mean, I think it was just like a powerful.
Old Vince McMahon's Metal
Yeah.
Mucil shit. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit smelled like chalk in a
and the
wet
other guy's
bucket.
old too.
And his, you know, his
The other guy.
face
There's
was
another guy?
red when he was
the other
Yeah,
shredding.
guy's
he was, like,
named
pushing.
John Laurinaitis, who's an old wrestler, and he's like, do you know the Bella twins? Mm-hmm. He's like married to their mom.
So what? He was just jerking off while Vince McMahon
No,
was.
they had a 3-way with her, I guess.
Yeah, but what was he doing while
I don't
Vince
know.
was
I
shitting?
wasn't there.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
That's got to be the end. That's got to be like the coup de grace, right? Is the dump on the chest.
That's his finisher. For
Yeah,
sure.
that's gotta be.
It sounds like he.
yeah.
Oh gosh,
there's no
dude!
kick out of
Tag team
that, dude.
finisher,
Yeah.
dude.
All right.
What?
You don't do that like first and then.
I mean,
Shit, the like way you have
That's
to
a big one.
absolutely the way you have to absolutely dehumanize someone in order to come to need to shit on someone in a sexual scenario is so crazy to me.
yeah, that's yeah.
Like I can understand piss as a degradation kink.
Yeah.
But
Well,
shit.
I have a friend. He grew up, and his first
friend.
video sexually was the 2 Girls 1 Cup,
So you're
and
like shit now.
it really messed him up. And now he wears like fur pimp outfits.
That's not what I was expecting. It's
Yeah.
It's a cool jacket, man.
It's a cool
From
jacket.
Macy's in 2018.
Does it have a players only tag in it somewhere or something?
No, I wish, dude.
Yeah.
I have a
Play
fur
us.
jacket too that I wear. It's fake fur, but I have a fake fur jacket I wear all the time.
This is very.
I wore it to the Magic the Gathering convention.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was I like really hated it though. I like missed when Magic the Gathering nerds couldn't talk to girls. Like there
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
the internet
Yeah.
because it was just all day of guys coming up to me going fire fit, and I was like,
Yeah.
go away.
Yeah.
I'm married.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were. Like you think most of the dudes were seeing a lady there, and they were like, "This is a rare card."
There was
We
a lot
gotta-
of ladies, so I mean,
It's
there's a
more
lot.
mainstream now, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of, and there's always been a lot of girl Magic players.
Yeah.
But you know, there's not like a ton of.
I bet you though, it's just nice to find somebody that's into your stuff. So you find somebody that's at
Yeah.
the Magic the Gathering thing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh,
this
I
is
gotta
my
find.
chance.
Yeah, I think it would be more about the ratio of women, of attractive women and attractive men to each other.
The Venn
it's
diagram.
like very slim in the Magic the Gathering community.
It's a small deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a booster pack.
And the other one's the loser pack. I think Jeremy Cash used to be like number 3 in the country or something.
Are you serious?
Really?
At Magic
He
the Gathering?
used to travel. I know he won tournaments and
You want to know the craziest thing about Magic the Gathering tournaments?
yeah.
They had to institute hygiene rules
Yeah.
because people were leaving shit stains on chairs.
$1 on
The
it.
smell was so bad. That's crazy, right?
That is
Was-
crazy. I mean, it makes sense too.
Vince
but
McMahon, one of the
Yeah.
God, dude.
That's crazy.
Imagine
wow.
leaving a skid mark on a chair while you're fully clothed.
Oh,
Through denim?
I don't really want to think about it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
how do you do
I might
that?
throw up.
your mom has to diaper you.
One whole 2 pant legs.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, I've shit myself a ton of times, especially more in my later
But
years.
don't you have digestive issues?
Sure.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's normal. If you have like, I can see it if you have like IBS or Crohn's or something. But like, if
Yeah.
you're just like a grown up shitting your pants, stop.
It's never from like distracted from something else. It's always like, oh my god, that
It's an
just happened.
emergency,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never like I'm chilling at the card game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dave.
gotta
Dave
finish
shits
this.
his pants all the time.
I got to tap these lands before I can wipe. You know?
I'm on a hot streak, so
Oh, there's a streak. All right.
Several.
I think real quick. I don't think we ever introduced. Did we say
no. Hi.
Jozalyn Sharp's on the
start the
podcast?
episode.
Yeah. Start over.
I just come hang out here randomly sometimes.
Yeah.
I think everybody should plug their stuff real quick. Just if we would like to.
Yeah.
I have some new podcasts coming out next year. So follow me on Instagram at Jozalyn Sharp, Jozalyn, sharp like a sharp knife. You can also find me at jozlynsharp.com. Same spelling.
5'10", 280.
5'10", 280 on Prime Video, Tubi, Freevee. You can listen to it on Spotify. Check it out. And then you can listen to me every once in a while on Metal Sucks. And we interview the biggest metal bands in the world. And we talk about the metal news.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Are you also like, you've been doing a lot of content on the TikTok?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of yelling at people I don't agree with politically. TikTok is mostly what I've been doing.
That's what it's for.
It's mostly me just fact checking people named Dave with American flags in their profile picture. It's mostly me being like, "Are you an idiot or do you not understand how importing and exporting works?" So it's not really like great content right now. But
But
give me,
then
like,
right
a
in
week.
between that, you're pumping the
I
fuck
am.
out of some iron.
I
dude.
do a lot of fitness content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop yelling at people on the internet. I've had enough.
Double down.
Well, but here's the thing: is they always devolves into like they can never. I literally ask people, I'm like, tell me where your sources. I like reading sources that contradict my information. It makes me feel like I've made an educated decision. It's something that I actively try and do. They can literally never fucking give me a source.
No, that's not their
Sourceless.
specialty.
And then somebody goes, oh, so what's your source? The media, the news, publications? And I go, yes, yes, all of those things. What's your source?
What
Your
do you got?
dad?
Trusted publications? Because my mom has been saying some pretty interesting things about Jeffrey Epstein.
But yeah, I post a lot of like honest
Tucker
fitness
Carlson.
content. My content is either me posting my workouts, so you can follow if you want workout motivation. I'll post videos about like stuff I make, protein shakes, but a lot of recipes. But most of the time, I'm just like roasting myself in my workouts and like the way I'll like edit my workout video and I'll catch something and I'll just make fun of myself, like the way I like squeeze my lips together. That's my hyperfixation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I've been going to the gym and I've noticed this trend, and it's
Jimmy
usually,
John's.
Yeah. God damn it.
Evan. This is why fat
Whatever.
people get discouraged.
Tell the story. I'm not even gonna tell the story. No.
You might as well be booing him on the treadmill.
Yeah. No, so it's this thing, and it's usually only ladies who are doing it, where
Yeah.
they go to like something that's meant for your arms. And they like do weird leg presses and stuff for like.
You see people using the machines wrong.
Yeah, but like in really weird, you
Well,
could easily fall and like break your neck.
It's not always wrong though.
Yeah.
You know, like you
Yeah.
can use machines in ways that they're not designed to be used if you know how to do it right.
But there's also the one where I've seen and I've seen a couple dudes do this too, but like they'll be on their knees and they'll have like the pull down bar.
Yeah.
Behind them, and they're just like, what is that?
That's for your abs.
Okay. All right, I feel better about it.
What are
then.
those?
I thought they were just,
Did you just think they were what? Like,
They're just,
what?
getting ready
What do you
for a
think it was
fun
like
night.
a heavy metal Muslim prayer?
No,
Do you think he was
they're
just trying to
get
suck
better
his
at
own
giving
dick?
head or something? They're trying to strengthen their head muscles.
Yeah,
That's the Maryland, dude.
Cables are
Yeah.
probably the most versatile thing you can use because
Okay.
you can work out anything. You can
Oh, yeah.
work out individual body parts. You can isolate. You don't even need a handle to
Yeah.
use a cable.
Yeah.
Like you can.
It's just funny when you come around the corner
I
and
know.
someone's just like,
There's a guy who works out in my gym. I work at an Olympic weightlifting gym, and there's a guy who works out in my gym. I swear to God, he's training to go on a murder spree. Every time you look at him in the, he's literally he has a giant Whole Foods bag full of random snacks and clothes with him every time he comes, and he wears the same like windbreaker set and a sweatband around his head, and he does the strangest.
He's
things.
got like the football paint underneath his eyes. And
He does the strangest things where he'll like put a bunch of weights on a rope and he'll like act like he's like carrying it.
a dead body or something like
That's
that.
what I think.
that's funny.
And then there's like sledgehammers and he's like swinging them. I'm like axe.
Oh my god, that is crazy. That would be funny if he's just doing like duct tape routines. That is insane. He's training.
But the thing is like it's like a little joke I tell to myself.
What if
but
it's like a John Wick thing?
But that's what I think sometimes. I'm like, maybe he's just like a super hyper. Well, and there's some religions where like active work on your body like that is part of your spiritual like work. So
a temple.
You know, I just have a lot of open mind about. It's just my fun little. I think this is like my secret autism
Or a
thing,
synagogue.
my undiagnosed thing, is that I always have to make backstories for everyone in the room.
Yeah.
If I don't know who they are, I have to give them like a I have to give them lore.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
so everyone in the gym has lore that they don't know about.
That's pretty cool.
At the beginning of this episode, weren't you saying that you look at people and you come up with a thing in your head on? You make an assessment.
We were thinking about something about them
This
not shitting.
episode?
How often they shit or
Yeah, we were
how
saying-
much
Wait,
shit
you can
they.
tell how often someone shits by
No,
looking
Evan
at
was
them?
saying that.
No, that wasn't this episode.
No. We were saying we don't think about other people shitting, and then Evan said that he thinks that he's the only one that shits.
I like to think I'm the only one.
Yeah,
Really?
all the bathrooms with toilets are there just in case he shows up.
That's a great
pretty
way to
good.
look at life.
Right? Yeah. I'm the only one that
kinda
eats,
free.
I
too.
definitely don't want to think somebody else shit in there before
No.
I do.
No. And they don't even
That's
they
true.
don't even know what's in there.
There's nothing more bone chilling than a warm toilet seat in a public
yeah.
bathroom.
I don't mind
Yeah.
it.
It's nice.
That makes sense.
No, but you know someone's ass cheeks were just there.
That's why. I mean, it's like Have
No,
you
yeah.
ever
That's
you know
just
like when you're
hard
in the
peeing with a boner.
Just picturing warm ass cheeks.
He's been sitting down with a boner. That shows you.
Cut that from the pot. I'm gonna take it to Dude Salad.
He's just bideting himself with his own piss.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's a
I
cool
mean, I
thing
feel
to do.
like trajectory, if you were pissing with a boner, if you make the triangle, it would come back up into your butthole.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't you think?
Like a bidet?
Like in Europe.
That's what I think. I think it would come
Europe,
into
yeah. That is a European bidet right there.
It'd be
Okay.
a me day.
Yeah.
do just tiny bits more plugs. Do you want to do cloudy eyed stuff?
Yeah. Cloud Ad Comedy every second and fourth Fridays at Spirit Hound. Every third Friday at the Coffee Joint.
It was so fun last
Coffee
night.
joint.
Thank you. It was-
Literally the
do you know
best
that-
deal in stand-up.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't
Yeah.
know why that place isn't like lying around the block to buy tickets.
Yeah. $4.20. You get a fucking vape.
Hell
Free
yeah.
weed, $4 free weed and a stand-up show in like a cool ass venue. I don't
And you
know
can
why.
smoke the pen in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a consumption lounge show in
Yeah.
Vegas too. It rules.
Oh, is it the one with like that giant courtyard in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. I did a show there in the round.
Yeah.
Outdoors. It
Yeah,
was-
it's not outdoors anymore. It's indoors. It's
sounds
way better.
preferable.
It's way better.
Hell yeah. But you were on one of my first shows there.
the one where the people complained and shit. Yeah.
And they were like throwing a child between them and stuff.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Yeah. So it's much better now.
Yeah, I had such a great time, and I like literally, and this is like not no offense, I had such low expectations. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
go get a workout set in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because last
I mean-
time it was feral, you
Yeah,
know.
it was crazy last time. I don't know why.
And I remember you told me like the people in the back were complaining so bad,
Yeah.
and you had to be like, bro,
Yeah.
like we're doing the show, just like chill,
Yeah.
like.
Well, so they like double booked me in an art show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And the art show, it was the people who did the art who were pissed.
Yeah, but they had been there all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but now they're like, ever since, it almost was like a blessing in disguise because ever since then, they've like given me everything I wanted.
Yeah, and they like
Yeah.
have such like a little following there of people
Yeah.
who seem to be they're there for the show. Like they're
Well, they love it. They ask
Yeah.
me to add a date every month. And
I love
fucking-
it.
So, yeah.
yeah, it was very fun last night.
Thank you. I've put a lot of effort into that one. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cloud Eyed Con. Oh, we're doing a live podcast from Wide Right. Hopefully on December 14th, and it's gonna be like a white elephant party. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So
How fun.
yeah, do you got any all four stuff coming or anything?
Yeah, just going through venue hell right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have a new venue soon.
Yeah.
Season 2 coming soon. And Sobo Joke Show at Rap City every Wednesday night.
New mic.
New
Is it a mic?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take that back.
It's a new material, curated, kind of
Okay,
get a
word.
free drink at $5, come do
Yeah.
a spot.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
cool, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
come on by.
So basically what Evan's saying is not everyone's
Yeah.
welcome.
There is no list.
It's
no
it's an
list.
elitist secret club
Yes.
That's
and you're
cool.
not in it.
And it's like at a karaoke bar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
And
yeah.
then yeah.
Is there karaoke after?
There is karaoke after on
There
South
you go.
Broadway. Secret basement show once last Saturday of every month.
Nice.
Forest Room 5, second Tuesday of every month. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Catch me
Outside.
scratching Tucker's back in his
Jinx.
sleep.
We said it at the same time, Evan.
Slaughterhouse Studios, Roast Battle Denver. What's Austin's podcast called that comes out every 6 months?
Every 6 months.
Yeah.
Come in, we're open.
Come in, we're open. Yeah, half a year.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
And then, just the Instagram. You know,
Instagram Roast Battle Denver, Slaughterhouse Studios, Recreational Outrage,
Denver Spot Locator.
Denver Spot Locator.
Yeah, I got a shout out on the biggest skateboarding podcast.
That's so
Really?
sick.
Yeah.
For your skateboard videos?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I wish it was my skateboarding. It's the like spots. I just photograph spots around Denver.
Sick.
And this podcast was like very briefly, they were doing a video in Colorado. They were talking about it. And then they were like, I don't know if you've seen this guy on Instagram. He posts all the sickest spots. Denver Spot Locator. Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
I was cheesing hard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It did feel wild. Even when somebody would mention it on Reddit, I was like, oh my God, that's me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
to see it shouted out on the big pod, I was like, oh
It's
my
so
God.
sick to see your friends like get recognized for the things they're good at. My friend's like a very famous blind skateboarder, and I've known him forever. But like over the pandemic and over the last few years, he got like signed by Nike and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, I bet
Like,
I've seen his videos.
you know
because,
Justin Bishop.
Yeah, there's like he's gotten huge in the
Yeah.
last couple years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and his wife are about to have a baby too.
Whoa. Congratulations. Appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thanks for having me. I'm sorry I drank my water into the microphone.
It's fine. It's good podcasting.
Good ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
That's why
actually.
they tune in.
Yeah.
It's good we finally gave it to him there at the end. That was our finisher.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Recreational Outrage.